Alright, in this tutorial we are going to learn just some basics in using SketchUp. So when you open SketchUp, you start with this character standing on the axis. If you click on that character and hit the delete button, we can get rid of that person. I find it's just a little distracting. You've got several tools across the top. You can also go to the view and go to the tools palette, and I generally choose the large tool set because I just like having all of them across the side, but that's just my own preference. So we're going to start by just drawing or laying out a basic house. So to do that, we're going to start with the rectangle tool. So I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to click at the origin here, and I'm just going to drag out how wide I want my house. Now when you click, it gives you the dimensions down here. But I can get rid of all those, and let's say that I want, I mean, if it was just one room, you might say it's 10 feet by 10 feet. I don't know. I'm not an architect, but let's just say that I want this house to be, I don't know, 50 feet long by, I'll separate that with a comma. Actually, no, by, I think an X. Let's check. 50 feet by 30 feet. I have no idea. I'm just making up some measurements. Now that didn't read because I need to have, there we go, separated by a comma like I thought in the beginning. So I need to zoom out. Now I'm on a Mac and I don't have a mouse, so for me it's just two fingers to zoom in and zoom out. I can also use the hand tool at the top here, and I can shift my position that way. The rotate tool right next to it, or the orbit I should say, allows you to kind of change your view this way. So if that were my house now, I want to pull this layer up. So I'm going to use this feature here, which is the push-pull. And I'm going to click on that surface, and you'll see that I can now pull it up or push it down. So I'm going to pull my house up, and I'm just going to click to stop it. And right now it's at 9 feet. I'm going to make this about 15 feet tall. And then again, I'm going to just zoom out. Now, to do a roof, what I would want to do, I'm just going to orbit here a little bit. I'm going to use the pencil tool. And I want to find the center. Now, as I roll over, you can see it changes from red to, it'll just snap here and it'll say midpoint. So that's the center. So I want both midpoints. And I'm going to tap to finish that. Now, using the arrow, I'm going to select that line, and again, I'm going to use that push-pull feature. Oopsies. I'm going to select that line. I'm just going to orbit a little bit. Oops. So I can see how tall that's going to make it. And actually, not the push-pull feature. Sorry, I want this move tool here. So I'm going to take that line and I'm going to click and I'm going to drag it up. Now, depending on if you want any different character to the peak of your roof, you can also design it that way. But I'm going to keep mine generally centered, and depending how steep you want it as well. And then just tap when you are satisfied. So there is a basic house. Now, another thing you can do is if you want to add like an overhang to your roof, what you'd want to do is come to the bottom and then use the offset tool, which is this one here. You can also access it up there. And then click on the bottom and you'll see that it draws a square. And I want to draw that square in to leave a little bit of an edge there. Now I'm going to use that push-pull feature on that outer edge, and I'm going to drag it up. I don't want to drag it all the way. You see how it kind of wanted to snap there, but I don't want that. I want it to have some kind of offset. And I'm going to just tap it when I'm done. And now let's orbit back down, and we can see that we've got that roof. You can start playing around with other features like adding doors and windows depending on if your house is long ways or that way. So you can add in a door where you want to put it, so you can just mark it off. And you can use, as you can see, my measurement right now. Um, in fact, if you're not sure, let's just draw this door out first. And we can use the ruler tool if you're not sure. If I didn't check that measurement. Right now my door is 7 feet 8 inches, 8 and a quarter inches. So what I can do is, if I want that door to be a specific height, let's say I want it to be 8, I can just take this one line, so using the arrow tool, select just that line, and then I can use that move tool, and I can push it up to make it taller or whatnot. So that's one way you can do it, because what I might want to even do here too is add in some steps. So I can draw another line and then use the push-pull tool on that piece and pull it out. And let's just orbit around to see how far we pulled it out. Way too far. So I'm going to undo that just with Command Z, and I'm going to pull that out a little bit there as a platform. Now I might even decide to add in another line using the pencil tool. Say I might have to zoom in here to find that midpoint. And now I'm going to pull out yet again another step. So I'm just going to orbit a little bit before I use that push-pull feature. So I could do that, make as many steps as you want to create that. So there is some steps. Now you can draw the same sort of idea using the pencil tool. You can create windows, and I'm going to go into more detailed windows on another lesson, so you can check that one out once I finish that one. But you could draw your windows out that way. So that is a basic house, but there's no interior. Because I pulled that house up, it's essentially one big block. So if you want to be able to design the interior of your house, we might want to do that a little different. So I'm just going to pan over to the side here, and we're going to do a neighboring house. So I'm going to again, and I'm not going to use any specific measurements, I'm just going to draw a big house. I'm going to pull that up. Actually, I'm going to undo that, because what I want to do is use the pencil tool. Actually, it'd be easier. I'm just going to use the offset tool. And I'm going to offset the floor. So here is another design. And I know this shouldn't bother me, but I'm going to just select all of that. Oops. Why is it not letting me do that? Maybe it did. Let's see. And I want to move it. Yes, it did. Just so it's aligned. So I used, oopsies, remember to tap when you're done. So I use the offset tool. Now that essentially is going to allow me to pull up and create walls, so that if later on I can then add in furniture and separate rooms. So I could even go in, and I could have done this all at once, is design where your rooms are going to be. So you can draw in where let's say this is a back corner room. And so I'll need to be able to pull that wall up. So you might want to design the actual layout before you pull everything up. Oops, wrong one. I deleted my line. Put that back there. Use the push-pull. And if you just hover over like where you pulled the other one to, it'll snap it in the same height. So you don't need to worry about if it's too high or too low. So then you've created a room, and then you'd have to go in and, draw yourself a door. It just, I don't know, it depends on what you're doing here. and kind of just push and pull things through that way. So essentially, you can draw yourself, and you'll notice that that door just pushed right through. So what you would want to do is either design your house as a solid feature or design the interior of your room. So that's really up to you. But I'll get in more detail on how to do another style. In fact, since we're on houses, let's look at how we can do a different, oopsies, I want that one, not the pencil, a different style of house altogether. So let's go ahead and let's say I've got my house coming out this way. I can also, add in another side to it here. And then I can use this eraser tool and just erase that line there. So now I've got an entirely different shape to my house. And I'm going to pull that up. Now, oops, I just hit escape there so it knows it's finished. It's a little bit more to pull the roof up, because what we want to do for the roof now is we need to, first of all, again, find the midpoint, but I want to go to the end, but note I've got this extra piece, so I've got to go the other way as well. And then from there, I want to make sure that I connect to the corners so that that connects to each corner. And now I can erase. I don't need this one or that one. What you need to pull your roof up on this one is to select that ridge, and holding your shift key, let's select the other ridge as well. I've accidentally selected this face, so just click on another one if you've done the same to deselect it. So I want both of those ridges selected, and then I'm going to use the move tool and click on any one of those and pull up, and you'll see that now it pulls up, and I can click to finalize that. So that gives you a different sort of layout to the house. So just when you do that style, make sure that you're pulling on the ridges that you need to. Another neat tool that you can do is something called the Follow Me tool. So let's just say that first of all, I'm going to draw a door. And I can again offset that one. Oops, what's happening here? I guess I need to select that face because I still had my ridge selected. So I want to offset that door. And you'll notice that I need to go larger, because if I go inside, it's more like a window. So if I go larger, it'll give me that frame, and then I can just use that eraser tool and delete those pieces I don't need. I can use that push-pull feature just to pull out slightly to give it that little bit of a frame there. That might have been too much. It's always hard to see how much you're pulling it out depending on your angle. Which is why having the distance down here is also good to make your measurements. So I'm going to zoom in now, and I'm going to draw just a line across the top there. Select that, and I'm going to choose this Follow Me. And now it's sort of like the push-pull, except, it'll follow where I go. So I can go up the side of the house, or I can go around the corners. So it'll follow where I go. Now, if you're having trouble viewing all of it, which is, if I was using it for trim, I find it easiest if I rotate to the underside so I can see and just make sure that I can get all of that bottom of the house in my view. And let's see if we can't get it to work there. So if I use the Follow Me, Now I can easily go around all of the house. Oops. And end up there. And tap to finish. And now I'm going to go back to where we were. So now the house has a trim around it as well. So that's just another tool there that we can do. Let's see, what else can we do on our house? I could maybe have a circular window, so I could draw using this, it would be this one here. Oh, okay, so just tap the two edges and pull up, and then we can get our upstairs window, and again you can decide if you want to offset that face and add any other designs. You could push it in. Oopsies, I'm touching my other house. So offset that one, push pull that one in. So play around with the push-pull features and the offset tools, the follow me tools, and give your house a little character. Don't forget, you will also need a chimney, so you're going to want to add a, actually, what have I done now? I've added in a rectangle that is now floating in space, so we don't want that. I should be able to just, I'm wondering if I can just go straight on my roof and making sure that I'm parallel. Draw that chimney directly on it, and then again use that push-pull feature to give it some depth wherever you decide to add your chimney. So give your character give your house some character and play around with that. Thanks for watching.